Hello friends, welcome back to online math. So we want to find out the value of this expression right here. They're going to be solving that without the use of calculator so that you actually see the simple trick for you to actually solve this even without the use of calculator. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this stuff inside the bracket right here. That is root 2 minus 1 to be equal to a variable, let's say x. Okay, then at this point I'm actually going to move 1 to the right hand side so that I'm going to be having root 2 is equal to x plus 1. Okay, then at this point I will take the square of both sides so that I can be able to remove this square root sign right here. So this is actually going to give me 2. Okay, is equal to simplify this bracket, I will use x to multiply itself first. That is x squared. Okay, and then 2 times x times 1, and that will be plus 2x, and then finally 1 multiplied by itself, which is equal to 1. Okay, so I'll move 1 to the left hand side so that I'm going to be having 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1, and then I'll bring a 2x to the left hand side, so I'm going to be having minus 2x is equal to x squared. So you can see here that x squared is equal to 1 minus 2x. Okay, now that I've gotten x squared, I'm going to actually move back to the question I have right here, and then in place of this stuff root 2 minus 1, I'm actually going to be putting this x which we've set to be root 2 minus 1. So my question is not going to be changed to x raised to power 8. Okay, so that at this point I can actually simplify this to be x, okay, x power 2, and then of course I can split this 8 here as 2 multiplied by 4. Okay, then if that becomes the case, I am actually going to push these 2 inside, so I'm going to be having x squared and all raised to power 4. And then you can see here that I've got this x squared, so I'm going to be able, I'm going to go ahead to replace this x squared here with 1 minus 2x. Okay, so that if I do that, what I'm going to be having is 1 minus 2x, okay, all raised to power 4. Next, I will also simplify, I will also split this power 4 right here, so I can write this as 1 minus 2x all raised to power 2, and then of course multiplied by another 2. Okay, so that of course if you say 2 times 2, it gives you 4. And then I'm going to simplify this one that is inside the bracket right here. Okay, so using the same rule I used earlier on, what to open this bracket, I'm going to say 1 times 1, which is equal to 1, and then I will use this 2 to multiply the 2 terms inside the bracket. So I'm going to be having 2 times 1 times minus 2x, and that's going to be give us minus 4x. Okay, and then I will also use this last term here to multiply itself, so minus 2x multiplied by minus 2x will give you plus 4x squared. Okay, and then all of this is still raised to power 2. Then of course we have an expression for x squared. I'm going to replace that right there, so I'm going to be having 1 minus 4x plus 4 into 1 minus 2x. Okay, and all of these is raised to power 2. Okay, so next I'll proceed to open this bracket. So I'm going to be having a bracket 1 minus 4x plus 4 times 1 here is 4, and then of course 4 times minus 2x will give us minus 8x. Okay, and all raised to power 2. Moving on, simplifying this stuff inside the bracket, 1 plus 4 here is 5. Okay, and then of course minus 4x minus 8x will give us minus 12x, and all raised to power 2. Okay, now I can go ahead to also open this bracket. 5 times 5 here is 25. Okay, 2 times 5 is 10, and then 10 times 12 is 120x. Okay, and then I will also use this last term right here to multiply itself, which is minus 12x multiplied by minus 12x, and that will give us plus 144x squared. Okay, then I can also proceed to make this substitution right here. So I'm going to be having 25 minus 120x plus 144 into 1 minus 2x. Okay, so that will have that this is 25 minus 120x plus, opening this bracket, this is 144. Okay, and then minus this will give us 288x. Okay, then of course I'm actually going to sum the one that contains x right there. So 25 plus 144 will give me 169, and then minus 120x minus 228x will give me minus 408x. Okay, so what I'm going to be having is 169, okay, minus 408x. Okay, so this is what I have at this point. And then you remember that we actually set our x to be equal to root 2 minus 1. So in place of this x right there, I'm going to be replacing this. So if I do that, I'm now having 169 minus 408 multiplied by root 2 minus 1. Okay, so that what I'm going to be having is 169 minus, when you use this to multiply this, I'm going to be having minus 408 root 2. Okay, and then of course this multiply this will give us plus, okay, 408. Okay, so this is if you add this to this, you're going to be having 577 minus 408 root 2. Okay, so this is actually going to be the answer. And then of course if you compute this in your calculator, you're actually going to be seeing that this will be equal to 8.666 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 4. Okay, so this is actually going to be the final answer to this problem. Okay, so let me have your thoughts in the comment section. If you've understood this video, if you've got any value in the video, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and then turn on the notification icon so that you will always get notified each time we release new content. Okay, and of course I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.